Here we are for our early morning drone flight. Or, well, right before sun up. Had a little wave at the camera for some morning selfie action, but headed outside to get a little flight. Wanted to try to catch it before sunrise, or well, try to catch some sunrise drone flight. So we're right up in about a half mile, a quarter mile up into the mouth of the Yazoo. That's looking back out at it right there, and I think I got to set the drone up. I set it down for takeoff and all that stuff. I was walking down the steps actually, carrying the drone. It's not flying now. I'm just carrying it. Now we set it down here, set it down on the ground, get ready for takeoff. Of course, I'm going to point it back at myself so I can get a little flight time look selfie. And of course, here it is. Morning all. There we go. I'm flying up. That's looking back upriver, up to look at Yazoo, and then we'll turn it around. Looking out the mouth of the Yazoo towards the Mississippi River. And I've got some of this sped up a little bit. It's like twice the speed of flying right here. And just editing, I edited it in so it didn't drag on some of it. But I do slow it back down to normal speed. But right here, we're actually flying twice the speed, or this is twice the speed that I was actually flying, I guess. I sped up the video a little bit. Anyway, gonna buzz over one of the Ergon tugs. He looks like he just made crew change and headed out to the fleets for the day. Anyway, I am buzzing too close, but I'm gonna give it a little look see down at the tug. He's headed off to work up into the fleets for the day, like I said. And that is the boat store to the left of us there a little bit. You see those vessels over there. That's Ergon boat store. I'm looking down at I-20. For those folks that don't know, this is Vicksburg area. It's I-20 bridge. Goes across. That sand is usually not something you see. It's usually underwater, but with these extreme low conditions, I think it's like around around 6 foot, not minus. It's around 6 foot gauge. I hadn't seen what the predictor's going to. I know Memphis is around going to like -9, which would probably put us at about 1 or 2 foot here when it does get down. But like I say, this is about I think around maybe 5 foot, 4 foot gauge this morning. I didn't check, but somewhere around 4 to 6 foot river gauge, and a what's high water is concerned would be around 40 foot. So that's a big fluctuation in river size. I'd say about 20 foot would be about obviously a decent stage, and it gets swift. It's hard to say to what 20 foot is compared to 40 if it's falling or rising. If it's backed up, the river's been high for a while, it will actually slow down, even in the high water, high stage. Just looking at the bridge. Whereas if it's down low and then you get a shot of water and it runs out like I say, dumping water out of a boot, you're going to have swifter water. So a lot of different things can affect the speed of the current, actually. But in generally, this low water, like it is now, it's really pretty slack, considerably, considering how it is. The water's not cutting across the bar like it does in high water. See, it'll kind of shoot across that bar a little bit. That's where you get the sets on that that left descending pier. That water will really hits you on the side of your vessel as you're coming around the turn and lining up for the bridge. It can set you down on that pier. But here we are looking back up, headed back towards Mount the Yazoo. Zooming in, zooming out. This drone's got a 4 times zoom on it, so I can, it's a little sunrise action looking back up towards Vicksburg. But it's got a 4 times zoom on it, so I can zoom in and out on it. What I'm doing and looking around, just checking things out here. Vicksburg, like I say, I-20, just getting to look over things. Anyway, figured I'd just get a little morning flight time. Hopefully, I'll get some more. I've got another video that I haven't uploaded yet. It's some drone footage of city front, the old city front, historical city front that's up in the mouth of the Yazoo, up past us a little ways here. There's that tug we saw earlier headed up into the fleets. And we are, of course, headed back to the boat. Here we come, flying in. You can see how I zoom in, zoom out to adjust the view. But and I've got this, I think, like I'm speeding back. I'm actually got it, twice the speed normal, twice the flight speed actually, with the video sped up. And like I said, I'll slow it back down here in different spots where I'm, you know, looking around a little bit more. But now then I'm gonna fly down in between. That's us on the right, the tug. He's coming past us right now, and I'm on the standing outside the wheelhouse running the drone right there. Looking at him. Don't think you see. Yeah, there it goes. I cut right in between the tug and us. That's us on the dock right there. And yeah, I don't know if you can see me. I'm standing right up by the wheelhouse, outside the wheelhouse there. And zoom past this little flyby. It's kind of neat seeing the drone fly down through there while I was piloting it from the wheelhouse area. Yeah, give him a little look. See, I wasn't trying to buzz him too much. I didn't want to wreck into him or cause him issue, but we'll buzz across the top of him a little bit there. Now then, I think I get pointed around and give a little wave at the camera. I think, yeah. There I am towards the stern of the wheelhouse. Wearing all black today. And I think I zoom in and give a little, pointed at me. There. A little wave at the camera. Hello, Captain Kyle. All right. Now then, I think I fly back out and circle around. I was just kind of doing little test runs. This is the first time I brought this specific drone out to the boats. It's the smaller one. It's the Mini 4K. I really do like this thing. I really do like it. It doesn't have quite the regulations as the bigger drone. It's under 250 grams, so you don't have to register it with the FAA. It's got a lot more leniency on different things. Of course, regulations and laws, your local areas. Background sunrise background with the tug going by. But yeah, I really do like it. The wind, if the wind's blowing really hard, it's noticeable. It'll fight against flying in, stronger winds. It has a harder time flying. You'll burn battery. It'll fly. I've flown it in 30-mile-an-hour winds, but it's you burn a lot of battery. Definitely when it has a struggle like that. But the stability of these DJIs has always been really great. Flying over the top of us and then coming back in for the landing. And here we come, dropping down. I think, of course, I'm going to have to do my obligatory selfie, drone selfie shot. Now, of course, that's what we got going on. A little drone selfie shot. Yeah. Move around a little bit. There he is. There's the captain again. And yeah, kind of what I had going on this morning. A little sunrise flight to the bridge and back. And now then I'm going to step on down and bring her in for an easy landing. Bring her on in for easy landing. There we go. That's that. Kind of neat stuff. There he is. There's the captain. Easy day. Easy peasy.